Hi guys! Welcome to my Guyanese Tag. Today I'll just be answering a few questions about my life living in Guyana as a Guyanese. Now, if you'd like to know where Guyana is, it's about on the northeastern side of South America, just above Brazil. Um, just Google it and all the information will come up. So the first question is, when was the last time you were in Guyana? I was in Guyana, the last time I was in Guyana was August of 2011, and I just went back there to visit my family. I no longer live in Guyana. I moved away from there about 9 years ago. So, yeah. Alright, the second question is, what is your favorite dish? It's a good question. I love food. So, let's see. My favorite dish is seven curry. There's so many different dishes that, oh my god, I just love all the dishes. But seven curry is my favorite because I grew up in the countryside, and my stepmom is Hindu. So I ate a lot of seven curry as a kid growing up. And seven curry is basically a dish that has like different stews, 7 of them, like different types of stews, like beef curry, like bhaji, aloo curry, all these different things. It's really good, and you can have it with rice in a huge leaf, and it's usually served at like a jandi or a Hindu, festival, something Hindu, like in the Hindu place of worship. Let's see. Pepper pot is another one of my favorite dishes, and it's a famous Guyanese dish. If you know of a Guyanese person, you should know about pepper pot, and it's what makes Christmas Christmas, in my opinion. I think really delicious. You should try it out sometime. I love pastries. I love pastries like cheese rolls, mithai, sugar cake. I actually recently made some sugar cake. Really good. They were really good. I like pine tarts, egg balls, brook teat. I ate brook teat as a child. It's basically chickpeas like this, like deeply fried, and you put it in a bag with some mango sour, and you eat it. And that was my childhood right there. It's really good. Guyanese food, it's really delicious. Really like made with like a good base, like onions, garlics, different spices and herbs, and it's just to die for. Okay, the next question is, what is a household item that describes my culture? Okay, when I think about a household item that describes my culture, I would think about something called a butter bowl. It's a margarine bowl that when it's empty, you think you're out of uses for it. No, it's like recyclable in Guyana. Lots of people, we take baths. Like we have like a bucket of water and you take a bath, but you're using a butter bowl to dip the water out and take a bath instead of taking a shower. Most people take baths. You can use a butter bowl to store stuff, and you will be surprised of how long people have butter bowls in the house. For years they've been using that same butter bowl. I grew up in the countryside again, so that's what I used as a kid to take baths. Let's see, my next question is, say something in your Guyanese accent. Okay, let's see. Growing up as a kid in Guyana, I used to always hear this from my brothers. Hey girl, go down to the shop and buy some tennis roll and cheese. Like, or you hear somebody down the corner say, this girl really paggly by. Like she don't listen, she hard ears. Or like, let me go along, y'all. Or move out the way. Something like that, There's so much. But then again, thinking about the Guyanese accent, it's tough because it depends on where you're from in Guyana. If you're from like Georgetown, you're good. I would say you're good because most people in Georgetown, you can understand what they're saying. It might be a little difficult because some people speak better English than others, but you can understand. But when you decide to go move into the countryside, if you move to Berbice or Essequibo or on the West Coast, that's where I grew up. I grew up on the West Coast. If you move over there, man, I remember my first time moving from Georgetown because I was born in Georgetown, um, into the West Coast, Metamir's, and my stepmom's like sister came over and started talking, and I was like, is she speaking English? And they speak so fast, you can't understand what they're saying. Like, I gotta come over now, blah 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 blah. Like, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, that's that. Okay, my next question is, what part of Guyana are you from? And I answered that in my previous question. I was born in Georgetown, Guyana. I was born in South Rhymeville Park at Festival City Exit. I lived there, I don't know, like from when I was 1 years old to 5, I guess. And then I moved, I moved to live with my stepmom and my dad in the countryside in Metamir's. Um, so I have like I have two, like my upbringing was different kind of. I have a countryside to me and I have a town side to me. I went to school in Georgetown though, because my dad, you get better education in the capital city, which is Georgetown. So I have like, both of them. Let's see. What do you like most about the Guyanese culture? Now, when you're in Guyana, living in Guyana, it's kind of tough to determine that. But now, since I moved away from Guyana, it's like I appreciate it even more. I appreciate being Guyanese and growing up there. Um, so now, what I like about my culture, I like the hospitality of the Guyanese culture. The hospitality in that you live in Guyana and you feel like you belong and you feel like there are people there for you, like your grandparents might be there for you. You could go to next door neighbor and ask for some sugar and they give it to you. It's like one big family of people that live there. Everyone's like so kind, and I really like the laid back culture too. Since I moved, I live in New York. I moved to New York. It's crazy living in New York in comparison to living in Guyana. It's so laid back, and I just love that, and that just makes life easier. I just love it.